Alright. G'day there, ladies and ladians. Welcome back to my Donkey Kong 64 Let's Play. Last time, we completed Creepy Castle, up in the sky. So, well, I say completed, but we didn't 100% it, you know? For a few different reasons. But, it means that we are now able to enter into the Crumbling Isle and, you know, take on K. stop the ultimate weapon from destroying our island. You know? However, there are a few things that we need to do before that. Let's play as... Why not? Let's play as Tony. Yeah, the first thing we need to do is go in here. Because we need to see Cranky Kong. Now you might be wondering, well, we already saw Cranky Kong and got the final upgrade, right? Well, yes. But there's one other thing we need to do with Cranky Kong. Once we have at least 15 banana mills, we need to get the railway coin. Hello, Dino. How's it going? And hello Detro! How's it going? Did you guys enjoy the premiere of my Fury vid? Got your first walked video today. Oh, that's unfortunate. Like, do you reckon it's oh, yeah, so we're playing a game called Jetpack, which is an old railway game. I feel like to just stay down here and get points. It's easier to dodge. Oh, jetpack. Yeah, so like maybe you had copyright music or something, or some bad words maybe, or YouTube being YouTube, I guess. We're not really getting much of a score, are we? We need like 5,000. I'm gonna be here for a bit. Okay. One more try. Okay, so I think those pickups. Oh, where's that? Yeah, there we go. Now we're getting there. Yeah, maybe being up here isn't too bad. As if. Definitely YouTube being YouTube. The same clip is in other videos and there's an acclaim. Full segment still up. Yeah, that's not good. But hopefully you're able to get it sorted out. But yeah, like, we just had the premiere of Pokemon Links episode 30. I don't think many people showed up. Which is a bit sad. I meant to dodge that. But it's not the end of the world. You saw it, but you missed the premiere? That's decent enough, but I was just hoping for a little bit more, like one or two more people, you know, in the premiere. But I understand, like it is holiday season, so not everyone can make it, you know. Oh, watch out. Would you say against the rocket? I would've, but you were with friends. That's also good, I guess. They're getting enough to points at least. I'm just trying to stay focused while doing this. Oh, damn. Close. You at Hogwarts? Or you being lazy? Ah, I gotcha. But yeah, what do you think of it? I put a fair amount of effort into the script writing of it. Obviously. It did kind of subtract from the, I guess, music or sound. But that's mostly because I wanted to make sure that you guys could hear my words, rather than have other distractions, you know? Yeah, being on this spot's pretty good. We just need a score of 5,000, so we're getting there, about halfway. Don't tell me another one doesn't spawn until we get it. Alright. There's some traffic down here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this game by itself is surprisingly fluid for like a retro game, you know? But it's pretty cool, because like, Nintendo have a game, they have the Donkey Kong arcade, and then Rare's also got an arcade in Jetpack. And you both of them to complete the game, which is kind of cool. But I know that people get kind of... Okay, I think we have to... No, yeah, there's a coin. So, we're good. Oh, there's a coin again. Weird. I know that people don't particularly like the coins because it might be a bit obscure about how to get them. I mean, the rare coin isn't too bad, right? Because like, let's say you get a bit stuck at the final barrier, right? You see that there are 2 coins where you go, well, let's talk to Cranky, maybe he has something to say. At that point, it's pretty much impossible to not have 15 banana medals. And so, you'll get directed to that game. You just gotta kind of know that doing it is worthwhile, but if you talk to him, he does mention the rare coin, you know? And then, that makes you kind of think, like, there must be an arcade game of some kind for Nintendo, right? And this is a bit easier to miss, because in Frantic Factory, where we got the Nintendo coin, you could potentially skip out on that room. Like, you don't need to go through it to get to any other room. It is kind of a dead end, you know? So I can see that people may have missed that one. But at that point, like, why are you playing this game if you don't want to at least explore the world a little bit? You don't have to collect everything, but you should at least explore. And so, you know, you may be able to put 2 and 2 together that, hey, there's a Nintendo arcade game, I got 1 coin from a previous arcade game, so if I do this arcade game, I'll get the other coin. You do it, you get a banana, and then Squawk mentions like a better reward if you do it again. It's like, oh, okay, I guess this is how we do it. So, I can understand, but it's not super elusive. Like, you can figure it out in-game. We're taking the monkey port up, which is how we get up here. Wait a minute, we don't need to be out here yet. Not just yet. There's something else we gotta do. Alright, and there's something else we gotta do before we really do this. We gotta go see Snide. We haven't seen Snide yet in this playthrough. I guess you could call him like part of the main plot, right? But we've just been kind of ignoring him for now. But we need to talk to him now. But I just find it funny that you can miss out on this guy. So we'll get a pretty good intro, I guess. So in terms of plot, he was an ex-worker of K-Rool. He worked on the secret weapon. He got fired. And so now he's wanting to dismantle it, you know, to protect the island. Because, like, screw the previous employers, I guess, you know. But in order to get that done, we need to hand in blueprints, which we get from the Kasplat. We collected a decent amount of Kasplats over the playthrough. So we can cash them in all at once to get some golden bananas as well. And in each world, this little sequence gets a little bit more elaborate or different. And so DKR is the most elaborate. But doing it all in once means that we don't need to watch that cutscene multiple times again. Because we get all the bananas at once. Now you might be thinking that it's on a loop, but we are making progress. There we go. And so this is a good way to boost up your bananas, if you are lacking. There is another reason why we're doing this, but I'll get to that soon. Alright, now this is going to be pretty loud, so it's not going to be easy for me to talk. As if. love the posing the Kong Z entry. Yeah, I wish you could kind of do that kind of pose whenever. Because it's only on those battle crown arena things. And so, depending on which Kongs you use for them, it's possible that you miss out on one. Okay? See, we gotta watch this little sequence again. Now, if we were doing this every time we were handing in a blueprint, like one single blueprint, you know, this would take like 6 to 8 times longer. Because like handing one blueprint, and then you get this entire thing. Hand in another one, you get it again. So doing it all at once minimizes the time on it.
Oh, banana. Oh, banana. Oh, banana. Oh, banana. Oh, banana. Oh, banana.
There we go. So you may have been wondering why our banana count might have been a bit low, and that's because we didn't really hand in the blueprints, you know? Oh, we did not get many Donkey Kong. And you can imagine how this would be tedious handing in one blueprint at a time, you know?
Oh, banana. Oh, banana.
So saving it all for now isn't too bad.
Oh, banana. Oh, banana.
Do we ever see this character ever again? You're talking about Snide? What do you mean, like, later in this game, or in a different game? Like, outside of this game? I don't think so. I mean, there was a... How did I not get that? There was a racing game on the Wii where a bunch of these Kongs do return. But I think it's only for Kongs, like, I don't think... Oh, maybe K. Rool's in it, but I don't think Snide is in it. You know what? We don't want to do this anyway. We don't need it, and I don't really care for that mini game. But yeah, I don't think Donkey Kong has the most connected lore. Like, we don't really see Candy Kong outside of this as well. So, and you know, Funky Kong is also in a different kind of outfit than he is for later versions, you know? He goes from Boot Camp McGee to kind of Surfer Uncle, you know?
Oh, banana. Oh, banana. Oh, banana.
But I mean, like, it kind of makes sense, right? Because Snode's all about, you know, having, like, all this in his hideout are basically, like, booby traps and stuff. Like, he's got a lot of tech and security. You know, he's got cameras, he's got traps and stuff. So he's got a camera there. So, him being elusive and hard to find Oh, I need a different one, right? Him being a little bit hard to find sounds pretty reasonable. You know? A man that wants to be by himself.
Oh, banana. Oh, banana.
Alright, this is our final call, and then we're good to go.
Oh, banana.
So, if we look at blueprints, I know it's not the greatest. We didn't perfect any one level. But, like I said, this is more of a casual playthrough. I'm not trying to 100% it, you know. But, this is blueprints for the ultimate weapon, and so if you have it all completed out, it looks more like the actual weapon, you know. But, yeah. And then once you complete that out, I need to play a Sonic on. Once you complete that out, you can replay minigames, like the bonus battle minigames, which is neat. I don't think there's like a difficulty option for it, or anything like that, which would be great. Because some of them are like endless mode to see how far you can get, you know? But it's just actually the like 60-second timer, you know? I like how the game rewards you for collecting all the blueprints by increasing the time you get. Yeah, we're gonna get to that in a moment. But basically for this final gauntlet, the more blueprints we have, the more time we get to spend in the level before it all kind of counts down. So let's get in. We gotta put our port here. So, we need the man of the hour. Chunky. What's Chunky do? He allows for these vines to appear.
Welcome to bonus
Alright,
day.
we'll do this one. I like this one. But yeah, I'd like an endless mode. I'd like to see how long you can get, you know? And rather it being based on score, have it so that each success extends the timer. Yep. So like, instead of having a hit count for those trampolines, I would instead be increasing the timer and see how long we can go. They'll probably have to make it a little bit harder though, so that you don't just go infinite too easily. But going infinite is a possibility, but it can't be too easy, you know? Yeah, with those switches, hitting it from the side like that works, which is pretty good. So we have another blueprint, but we're probably not going to cash this in. We're just getting it for the sake of it. I said we're collecting it. We're not dying. Alright. Now, the Kong that we're going to enter in is going to be... Donkey Kong! Look at Donkey go, he's so wild. He has no sound, no grace. Alright. Now this time I'm gonna let the cutscene kind of play out. I mean, I was kind of let them out, but you know. Here's our man that we just met. Alright, here's the deal, Kong. The blueprints you have found have allowed me to block the Blastomatic's firing sequence. For 36 minutes, you must locate and deactivate the machine in the main cabin. Hurry, or you won't have an island to go back to. Yeah, so the more blueprints we get, the more the time extends. But I believe like the minimum time is about, I want to say about 10 minutes. And so if you do forget, if you do it fast, you can do it well. And what I like about this world, oh, there's a little thing, is that it's a heist, or almost like a heist, breaking and entering. But you need the collaboration of all the Kongs. So you need the effort of all the Kongs in order to get in and disarm the device. So we've done Monkey, we've done Chunky. Here we go, here we go, we go. Well, there's a tiny little holder, which means we go a tiny little Kong. Really breaking and entering and infiltrating with the, you know, with Tiny Kong, you know? Don't ask me how the tag rail works, because we're all able to kind of get in from the tag rail here. Training Rio, hello. How's it going? Now I believe we go DK. No? Oh, yes. How's it going? You missed out on my, my premiere thing. You're doing your live stream. Every print grants 1 extra min with... Yeah, okay. Looking at prints out 10 minutes. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I thought it was around 10 minutes if you don't have any. But we got plenty of time. So, DK has allowed for his nephew Diddy to Get going. And hello, Train Gamut. I'm doing alright. A little bit sad that not many people showed up for my premiere, but it's okay. It's okay. Alright. Diddy has done his mission, which means we need to go back to Chunky. Because each of these challenges is boxed by a game. You got preoccupied during the premiere? Fair enough. I mean, I know that it's like Christmas season, so people are busy, you know, so it is understandable. But it would have been great if more people could show up, you know. And yeah, it's all good. Just maybe like go watch it whenever you feel like, I guess. Not now, because you're watching me, you know. Alright. So, Chunky has done his part. Now we get each Kong to do their own separate challenge. Now this is where most of your time will head into. So where DK is down here. Yeah. And in case you were missing out on the 15 banana medals from Rare Coin, these count as banana medals for it. So you only really... oh, I guess I didn't do it correctly. So you only really need 10 banana medals throughout the entire way through, and then you can get the last 5 here if you really need to, you know? So these are unique little challenges tied to each Kong. We gotta hit these 3 targets, and we gotta do it quick. That's it. Come on. Got it. Let's go. One challenge done. Yeah, so I don't think I can do this within the 10 regular minutes, but getting at least 5 to 10 blueprints should be enough if you know what you're doing. But if you don't know what you're doing, I'd aim for about, you know, 20, maybe 25 blueprints. Should give you enough time to figure it out. Okay, let's try this again. Alright, so that's DK's done. I mean, all 5 comes to dismantle the machine. But yeah, how's everyone's Christmas season going? It's Christmas Eve over here. So I guess for you guys it'll be like the 23rd. So maybe later on I'll put a little post in the SPC. Just wishing everyone a Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas sounds a bit off, if I'm gonna be honest. It's either Happy Holidays or Merry Christmas. So now I believe it's Chunky. Is Chunky this one? Yeah. Merry Holidays. Sure, why not? Alright, now we got Chunky. Well, I guess Harry Potter was wrong. Oh, is that what they say? Like, Happy Christmas? Merry December 23rd. Yeah. You know what? Just happy every day. You know, every day is a good day. Like, there's no point having good luck or good day one day of the year. You know, have it every day of the year. Right, one done. But yeah, I put a fair amount of effort into my special episodes that I hope you guys do enjoy. Like, it's more script focused than it is like visual focus, obviously. That's kind of my standard with Pokemon Leagues. And because I'm focusing more on the script for this one, there isn't as much music. Because I didn't really want to distract people too much from my voice. Also, I couldn't really figure out a good tune for it, you know? Alright, so now we go Tiny. But how's the DLC going for Violi? Now this one can be a bit hard with the platforming. You can't touch the ground. Okay. Like, have you like fully completed all the side quests yet, or is it still going? Same kind of thing, we just gotta use the mushrooms this time. Okay, the hard part about this challenge is the camera angle. Okay.
Well done!
Let's see, Dino lost Surfetched. Fair enough. I bet you're excited for the adventures of Surfetched and Pichu, right? From Aardman. And you just got that right, very nice. I know there's a fair amount of mythical and legendary Pokemon. I have heard that each of them is a bit of a grind to get. So hopefully that doesn't become a bit too boring. Yeah, the Aardman project that they're doing with Pokemon. You know, Aardman never really misses, I guess. Like, they got Sean Sheep, they got Wallace and Gromit. I don't think they really ever miss. Making Dark Eyes Donut piss me off. Fair enough. Is it like very convoluted or very grindy or luck-based maybe? Like 5% chance like when you make a donut to make it a dark red donut or something? Because I've heard that some of them need like specific amount of stats, don't they? Okay. I'll read in a moment. Oh, hey, there's that. Finish line, finish line. 4, 3. Let's go. It is if you don't grind out the right phase. Oh, yeah. Donut making is not very intuitive. Very funny. Yeah. Like, from what I kind of heard and seen about the game, is that the DLC has a bunch of grind. Especially with the donuts. You know? God. Alright. Got it. Yeah, because like you go into, well, you need to make a donut to go into hyperspace, and then you get some berries in hyperspace. But you got to do that a lot over the DLC, don't you? And I think the grind would be probably a lot easier if the hyperspace was a bit more diverse. You know, like it is a hyperspace, right? A different dimension. But it does seem like it gets pretty tiring pretty quickly. But if there was like more biomes, for example, like, you know, is an alternate version of Lumos, right? What if there was a place where there was like a lava waterfall? Or if, you know, there was an entire section of the map where it was just overgrown by a bunch of vines, or, you know, like, that's where they can really go crazy with it, because it's like, well, it's a hyperspace, you know, we don't need to worry about the narrative implications of it, because it's a little hyperspace realm kind of thing, right? And so I think if they got a bit more into, like, leaning more into the hyperspace of it, you know, different dimension, you know, it would have been a bit better, but from what I've kind of seen, it's only like 1 or 2, maybe 3 different sections of Lumios, you know? You know, like, I know that Rio, you were expecting, like, new regions. That would have been great, but I really did not think it was likely, you know? But what I'm curious about with the DLC is it would be perfect to implement some kind of multiplayer raid battle thing. You know, against rogue megas. Do that with multiplayer, you know? So like, instead of like the max raid dens in Sword and Shield DLC, you have rogue mega raid with allies. Like, does that sound good? Or is that... Or am I crazy for that? Like, is there anything like that in the DLC? Like, any new multiplayer stuff that's not just online ranked? Okay, we have disabled the machine. Which means there's no more time. fun little fact with these medals, I think if you save and quit after opening this up, because of the game's like memory thing, it might permanently delete it. So make sure you don't kind of quit in the middle of collecting these. But yeah, I just feel like they could have done a little bit more with the whole hyperspace nature of it, you know? Just having a slightly different coloured Lumios, it gets boring pretty quickly, especially with how much you need to grind out for berries and stuff in that DLC. So people aren't craving it too much because it is kind of more... It feels like more quality, no, more quantity than it is quality, if that makes sense. We've gotten at least 4 battlegrounds, so we're good to go. So again, now we'll look at scene. He's trying to book it. So yeah, it's more quality than it is quantity, and so people are starting to get a bit annoyed at it because the quality isn't really matching, you know? And for paid DLC, you kind of want the quality to be there more than quantity. If it's free DLC, then you take whatever you can get, really. But if it's paid DLC, then you want quality as much as possible. How did that not work? I hope that makes sense. And so a lot of people, myself included, think that it should have been part of the base game. Oh, we got 2 in 1. Because let me ask you this, right? For paid post-game DLC, right? Why do you catch the new Pokemon at like level 20s? Right? Like, what purpose is there having a level 20 Pokemon in the post-game of the game, you know? Not only that, but you'll still get basic rewards like, you know, small rare candies. Well, small candies, right? It's post-game DLC. If anything, you should be getting the largest candies possible, right? Because, like, what are you gonna do with the small candies? Really? In paid post-game DLC. I don't get it. Like, it feels like it was just it's supposed to be part of the main game, and they just kind of scrapped it for later. Alright, so we've gotten the final key to K-Lumsy's cage, which means we can go ahead and free K-Lumsy. I should probably not talk too much about Pokemon, because it's Christmas season, we're supposed to be jolly, you know? So, at least for now, I'll stop ranting. There's the final key. And so, the boss of the Phantom Factory, Mad Jack, is technically skippable for the meantime, but at some point you do need it to unlock this cage. So if you did not get key number 3, then you'll need to go get it. Alright, Carol's trying to make an escape after we followed his plans. However, something emerges from the water. It's our pal, Clumsy. He's actually way bigger in here than he is in the cage. Look at him. So maybe he like grows in water? So, with that cutscene, is a bit up in the air on whether Clumsy saw his former boss and either wanted revenge or wanted to say hi, or if he was just being a kid and saw a shiny object and wanted to play with it. It's kind of up for debate, but I think either way kind of works. So, before we do the final challenge, we're going to do one of the last little golden banana as Junk Junk. Now, this island has no music, which makes it pretty ambient. Yeah, it's just the sounds of the ocean and the glow of the sun. Very calming. But however, who needs calm? Okay, that music was a bit weird. Look at us, we're big Kong on the aisle. Always such a beta. Big banana. I'm wondering. Okay, we destroyed the beast. Banana, indeed. Now, can we? Oh, we can't enter the barrel. I was gonna say if we can enter that barrel. Alright. Are we ready for the final showdown? Let's do it. Makes me wonder how he has all this in his woodship, but hey, don't worry about it, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event of the game. We bring you 12 3-minute rounds of boxing for the undisputed heavyweight championship of DK Isles. Brought to you this evening by Rare and Nintendo in association with K-Rool Enterprises, introducing the Kong family versus King Crusher K-Rool. judges at ringside are non-existent, and your timekeepers tonight will act in a fair and unbiased manner. Sure they will. Weighing in at a solid 800 pounds, I give you the prime primate, Donkey Kong. King K. Bring it on. Run away! Like, what are we actually supposed to do here? We can't really hit him or anything. So we just kind of wait. It's because Donkey is all about doing this. We just gotta time it for when he lets down his guard. It does get a bit tricky with the timing, because it does like little spots. So you just have to try and time it well. And as you can see, we are on a timer, so we need to act quickly. That's too quick. Imagine the cat cable size like a Smash Ultimate. Oh god. That would be crazy. Imagine if I get Ridley size cannon. Alright, let me try this again. Yeah. Got it. He saw Donkey Kong barreling towards him and he's like, nah, I'm gonna play the crowd. Now I don't know the rules of wrestling, but I feel like this isn't exactly legit. And now making your way into the ring against the champ or something. Diddy Kong! So it's the entire Kong family versus Cable. So, what do we do now? He's got some boomerang gloves. Now this one's actually kind of hard. Also have to enter. There we go. Part of it's just to control this, but part of it is because his boomerang glove is really hard to dodge. Why did he fly? Got it. Ugh. Like, this is rough. Like, it's hard to hit it and move out of the way at the same time. There we go. That's hard. Like, Why are they both hitting the bell and then he gets saved? I don't fully understand. Hey, both the longest reach country in the world today, introducing Lanky Kong. So, we currently got the light on him, which means that we can climb around on him. He's gonna start moving around. Now, how do we deal with him? By using the power of Kongs and comedy. We've got even a longer arm. So for this section, when Hyung has an extra arm, we use that to put the banners on the field, and then lure him using music to trip him over. I find it to be okay if you put it in a corner, and then you kind of get him when he's on the corner. On the banana. So he's going to take the shit like that. He had like no momentum, but he still got tripped over. Now Halo gets a bit faster. And a bit more erratic. He does have a little bit of an arc, he doesn't go straight. But it's pretty close. One more. Also watch this, right? Doing the double hit is actually shorter. It's kind of funny. There we go. I think, to be honest, Diddy probably did the most damage dropping the lights on his head. I mean, depends on how strong DK Battle Blast is, you know? But Lanky didn't do that much damage. Just kind of annoying, to be honest. Hey. Hailing all the way from DK Isles is the girl with the will. Tiny Kong. Alright, what does Tiny do, huh? I guess because of Lanky and Tiny, his butt is starting to hurt. So I guess that's it. So we become Tiny, and then we enter into his foot. Just gotta dodge his toes, and then shoot him off with feather, as we kind of just ignore it. Like, you gotta imagine that a sharp object like a feather in your shoe would be really annoying. Yeah, it is always going to be the same sequence. And every time we do it, we're going to hit the next toe one extra time. So, the next one we'll have to hit 3 times, and the last one we'll have to hit 4 times. Alright. Alright, one more sequence. I guess this round is to really tire him out with his butt slams. And the humiliation factor of the feathers in his shoe. And I guess also slight limits is going to cause him to be a bit more frantic for the final phase. So it all kind of adds together. Donkey Kong to get through his initial defenses. Diddy for massive damage. Then Lanky for some humiliation and I guess annoyance in the butt. Tiny for more humiliation, more pain, and tire out his butt so he's got nothing left. And then Chunky to finish him off. So we're having a prime Chunky versus a weakened K. Rool. Like, how many times can you say quite about, like, what is the ruling on that? 2,000 pounds, a hard-hitting Chunky Kong. So, well over double the weight of Donkey Kong. It's probably muscle. Yeah, so we made K. Rool kind of lose it. No strategy, no ultimate attack, just rampaging.